He swallowed the whole thing. A man named Bob Hall Pier was fishing last month at the North Padre Island located in Texas when he suddenly felt something on his fishing line that definitely wasn't a fish. He moved in a little closer to see what it was, and to his horror, it was a giant sea turtle that had actually caught on to the big fishing hook at the end of the line. Seeing the scene, the man wanted to help the poor creature and immediately called upon the Texas Sea Life Center. Soon, the volunteers of the organization came on the scene looking to help the poor turtle from its painful predicament and to take him in their care. The staff of the organization named the turtle as Captain, and after getting him out of the water, they rushed him to their medical facility for further medical evaluation in order to determine what course of action would be needed. He was in very good condition, aside from swallowing the hook, Amanda Terry, director of rehabilitation at the Texas Sea Life Center, told the dodo. His blood work was within normal limits. Radiographs were taken to determine where the hook was and if we could remove it or not. After some x-rays, Captain's rescuers were able to determine that he had completely swallowed the fishing hook and it was resting in his esophagus. They decided the only thing to do would be to perform surgery to remove the hook, which luckily went extremely well. They were able to remove the hook from Captain's esophagus with no problems, and then set about helping him on his journey to complete recovery. He was started on a course of antibiotics, and started on food 2 days after he recovered from surgery, Terry said. He's been doing well and eating great since then. After about a month in the care of his rescuers, Captain was eating normally and had plenty of energy, and therefore was medically cleared to be released back into the wild. Everyone who had gotten to know him was confident that he was ready and was so excited to get him back home where he belonged. This past Sunday, huge crowds gathered to watch Captain and another sea turtle, Louisiana, a Kemp's Ridley sea turtle who was admitted with severe injuries to the top part of its shell, be released back into the ocean. Prior to their release, the center allowed people to visit Louisiana and Captain. They also provided detailed updates on the rescue and how the sea turtles recovered. Because they're going to be going out into cooler water, we don't want to shock them, Terry said. But when they're active enough, we do swim tests on everybody, put everybody out on the water, see how they do. When it was Captain's turn to be released, volunteers walked him down the beach, and the energetic sea turtle couldn't stop moving his legs around, eager to get back into the water. Captain could not be happier. Finally, they reached the water, and without hesitation, Captain dove right under the waves and swam away. While his rescuers were no doubt sad to see him go, they were also so glad that they could help him, and loved watching him swim eagerly back out to sea. Sea turtles are so relatable. They're so much fun, Hunter said. It's the little part that kinda does tug on our community heartstrings. And so, to kinda rally around and maybe help someone else is a Texan thing to do. Did you know that Texas is not only home to endangered Kemp's Ridley sea turtles, but also a habitat for green and loggerhead sea turtles along its coast? When the weather gets too cold in the winter, these beauties can get stranded on the beaches in what's called cold stunning, a potentially lethal hypothermic state wherein their bodies get too cold for them to swim. This winter, Texas Sea Life Center in Corpus Christi helped rescue hundreds of these turtles after one of Texas's largest ever cold stunning events. While many were released quickly after proper care was implemented, some of them needed additional medical attention for tumor removal or injuries. On May 20th, 10 of the remaining 30-plus patients were released back into the Gulf of Mexico in front of a cheering crowd. Texas Sea Life Center is dedicated to the rescue, rehabilitation, and release of Texas coastal and aquatic wildlife. Based on North Padre Island, this 501c3 nonprofit rescues injured or stranded wildlife and provides supportive care and rehabilitation with the goal of successful release back to the animal's natural habitat. They also educate the public on conservation efforts, as they did during this turtle release.
If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.